Sometimes when I'm playing Rocket League and I'm in free play and I'm about to try a specific shot, I think to myself, what if everything was on the line for me to pull this shot off? What if I was in a position where my entire family was like being held hostage and would die if I didn't make this double touch or this flip reset? Don't act like I'm weird. I feel like I can't be the only person who does this sometimes. It just makes the stakes a little higher when I'm trying to hit a shot. But then I do usually proceed to completely biff the shot. Now imagine for a second, you're needing to pull off the craziest, most difficult mechanical shot possible in Rocket League, and the stakes are even higher than losing your entire family. $50,000. Freestyling has had its ups and downs within the Rocket League community since it first became a thing back in 2015. Well, it was technically a thing even before the release of Rocket League in the prequel to the game, but it did really shape and form and evolve significantly as Rocket League brought in so many more players to the wonderful world of car soccer. From the good old days where freestyling was basically just spinning behind the ball in the air, to today where apparently this string of 5 spinny resets gets a 5 out of 10.
For the clean reset. He got 7 in a row.
It was 5 header resets. I don't like the finish too much, but it's definitely a good start for me. 5 header resets, that's 5 points for me.
Okay, not too bad. At least, what are you thinking?
You know, I'm on the same page as MK here. I think it was an amazing shot. That finish could have been a little bit cleaner in my opinion, so I'm actually also going to go with a 5.
Interesting.
Today we're looking at RLCS. Well, not that part of RLCS. This part, this new event where 2 of the best freestylers in the world compete to hit the best freestyle shot possible while their opponent sits in net doing nothing to defend it. I actually remember a time when freestyle competitions included actual defense. Now in this case, the 2 competing in the grand finals for that $50,000 prize sponsored very heavily by Ford. They were actually forced to use the Ford Bronco, which is not the best car for freestyling. It has the Merc hitbox, so you know, I don't think freestylers usually pick the Merc. Anyways, we had Faith and Tex, 2 well-known clip hitters in the freestyling community. So 15 attempts for each player to hit the best shot that they can, and if the player is able to pull off a really sort of shot that is worthy of judging, the shot then goes to the judges plus the Twitch chat, and at the end of the total 30 shots, whichever player has the highest scoring shot wins the tournament. It's pretty simple. Now the competition opened with that 5 heli reset shot that we saw earlier from Faith, which garnered him a nice 37.1 points. A good start, but nowhere near good enough to probably win the competition. The 2 players returned quite a few failed but sort of creative attempts at really good shots, a few successful, but none of them quite worthy of judging. And at this point, I was kind of yelling at the TV, like, yeah, the first goal was good. You guys just, your standards are too high. Tex did finally score his response goal to Faith's first goal and sort of got him on the board with it. And this brought a solid 30.8, which is good, but obviously not good enough. And that is when Faith then decided to put the nail in the coffin on his next shot with this tournament-winning $50,000 goal.
That counts, and so far that is Faith, this 37.1, so he is just trying to outdo that to make the job even more gargantuan for Tex. Here he goes, a few spins on the back wall, and a reset, and there was a fist bump. He leans back, satisfied with his work.
Okay, now here we go. First reset, then does like a reverse reset into a heli reset, and even gets the last one here with the final touch as well. I'm going 7 for this.
Now, I remember years ago when I was learning difficult mechanics from a freestyler named Jake, he told me that it's easiest to learn moves by breaking them down to their individual parts. Usually learning a difficult shot is just about mastering small, individual, sort of less difficult mechanics, and then you get to the point where you're so good at each of those that you can string them together into a really impressive shot. So let's break down Faith's goal into its individual parts. First, he takes the ball and rolls it toward the sidewall with no boost, just the car's speed. Now this is actually kind of difficult to master if you've gotten used to setting up, wall shots with boost, but it is better to set up these big freestyle shots that include lots of mechanics without too much boost and without too much speed, because that speed sends the ball too far out into the field for you to be able to pull off 5 mechanics while in the air. He then flies up and gets a traditional reset on the ball, and it's what happens next in part that makes this goal really stand out. Once Faith has the reset, he flips his car over and immediately front flips, and it appears as though he cancels that front flip to ensure that his car is directly under the ball, and this move gives him another reset. He then allows his car to fall down away from the ball a bit and pulls off a single helicopter reset or heli reset by spinning while stalling under the ball. So these are all at least somewhat standard moves that freestylers do, but it's the next move for me that really makes this shot stand out. Now, at first it appears to be another heli reset, but even the untrained eye can tell something is a bit off when you compare the reset that he gets here with the traditional heli reset that he just got. You know, with those you stall your car underneath the ball, but Faith doesn't stall his car. Instead, he sort of lets the reset just throw his car away from the ball, kind of awkwardly, almost throwing his car back. And at this point, he's really quite far from the ball, with little room left to do anything else. At this point, you know, I thought the shot was going to be a fail because his car appears to be in a bad position and he's really approaching the sidewall. And Faith sort of recovers, or maybe this was all planned. We'll ask him shortly, but anyways, he spins his car around like you see with a heli reset, but instead of stalling, he front flips again and cancels that front flip to get his car under the ball again for another reset, which he then uses to side flip the ball cleanly into the goal. Also, we need to get a little zoom in on Tex's face when Faith scores this goal, because that's kind of how we all felt when he hit this shot. Now at this point, my big question is, do you guys think that Faith can pull this shot off exactly how he hit it with this exact sequence of mechanics and moves? Do you think he can do this again? Okay, so one of the questions I have about this goal, is this like a planned goal, and like, is this a move, like all of those mechanics strung together? Is that something that other freestylers have done, or was this like a unique goal when you scored it?
It was kind of a mix of it being like unique and like being pre-planned, because I planned for the goal, I planned to do like the reset and then front flip reset and then get another stall. But the last reset wasn't planned. I just felt like I needed to get something like
that was like a
reset.
recovery at the end,
yeah,
right?
Pretty much. It was just like thinking on the fly, like, oh, if I can get this reset, I can score it really cleanly and get hopefully some high points. And yeah, I have seen some other people do creative reset chains like that. So
yeah, I want to see if you can do this again. That's like what I'm curious about, because when we see like goals like this, especially ones that you're saying had a little bit of improvisation in it, like it wasn't entirely planned, I'm just curious if you can replicate it. I'm gonna laugh if you do it on the first try.
Do I just go whenever?
Yeah, go whenever.
All right.
Okay, nice. So you got the reset, but the position wasn't right.
Yeah.
Seemed like you just roll it. Like you don't get it going super fast, which is kind of interesting to me.
That was almost kind of it.
That was almost it. That was almost it, except for the very end with the side flip.
Almost.
Oh, dude, let's go. What's funny is that probably would have like almost been judge worthy, right? They would have been like, oh, the end wasn't quite it.
Yeah, the end. If I got that reset and side flipped it, that would have been it. I feel.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. It feels like the last part you're doing it right. Oh, dang. That's super cool.
Oh, bounce.
You got it though. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is happening? Super interesting. I wonder if you can add anything else to that goal. I feel like there's really no room to add anything more.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Didn't get the side flip.
But imagine, like, this was actually like probably better, right? I mean, like, in some ways.
Yeah, the finish was a bit weird on that.
Yeah, the finish was really wonky.
If you like watch the stream, you might see me like talking to seemingly no one, but I was talking with Tex and a whole bunch of other people.
Oh, that's super cool. So you guys are like, a lot of the freestylers are friends.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, wow, okay.
That's not the shot, but it's something.
It's not the shot, but hey, dude. Honestly, probably just as good. That is nasty. I have faith.
Yeah. Oh, if I had a dime for every time I heard that, I'd be a millionaire.
But you added a reset to it. There you go.
I don't even know how I got that last flip. That looks so cool.
So that is. Oh, that's wonky. That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Honestly. That's a better goal because you just added another really weird flip into it. Are you like? I thought you were part of Nitro.
Shortly after, like a few days after the finals of the freestyle tournament, I left Nitro and joined
Okay.
Pulse.
Gotcha. Okay. There it is.
There we go.
Let's go.
Got it. That was pretty much the exact same thing.
That's it. Literally, that's the goal. You're over on the side. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show him like at the same time just to compare.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. What would you say to somebody who wants to like get into freestyling and be able to, learn these like highly mechanical shots?
Just know that it takes a lot of practice. I've been doing freestyling for like 6 years now, so if you were just starting out, I'd recommend deciding on like what style you want to do, like solo freestyle, team freestyle, etc. And then practice a bunch, look up tutorials, ask other freestylers for their opinions as well, and yeah, but number one tip I have is probably just spend a lot of time doing it.
That's funny. Nice. Well, thanks for being a part of this, dude.
Yep, no problem.
And if you guys want to follow Faith, I'll link all of your like social medias and stuff, your Twitter and everything in the description so people can find you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I know for me, watching this part of RLCS was such a nice break from watching just the standard competition. I think there are other fun things that RLCS could do, but this is definitely, a start for doing other fun creative things, and I hope they continue to do this. And, it's pretty cool to see somebody win $50,000 freestyling. And it's hard not to be impressed with people like Faith being able to pull this off perfectly again, like the exact same shot that he did in the competition. So just really goes to show how good these players are. They're some of the best players in the world. They may be really good at specific things, and they may be doing something a little different than what we see in RLCS, but I find it really impressive. So hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.